wherein it says, if a man is caught lying with another man, as with the woman, both shall be put to death. Their blood is upon their own hands. That's what it says in Leviticus.
Are you really saying that after what happened last weekend?
Excuse me?
Are you seriously saying that after what happened last week with the massacre?
Am I seriously reading the Bible?
Are you really praying that homosexuals and the LGBT community after what happened last Saturday?
Yes.
Are you? Why? How could a man of God hate upon people that he made?
Okay. Number one, you made a presumption. I never claimed to be anything.
You're reading from the Bible, so I'm guessing you're a Christian.
Okay, no, I'm not a Christian.
Then what are you?
It doesn't matter. I'm a man reading the Bible. It doesn't matter. My faith does not matter.
Of course it does, because you're reading off something that's based off some God.
I'm reading the Bible.
Why?
Why?
Because I can.
You're not supposed to make noise on train.
Excuse
We're
me?
trying to read the
It's
paper.
not, what is breathing noise? Noise
You're
is...
not supposed to play the radio. You're not supposed to talk loud. People
Listen,
come
I'm
over and
reading,
relax.
I'm reading the Bible. You don't like it?
Then read it to yourself.
Yeah, read
I am reading it to myself.
No, you're not. You're reading it out loud.
We don't want to hear that.
Because they exchange the truth about God for a lie. And worship and serve the
And you're okay with God putting down homosexuals. People like me.
What?
You're okay with reading
I'm
that.
not putting out... This is...
You're just reading it saying people
These
like
are
me
not my
should be
words,
killed.
Ma'am, if it upsets you, right?
You not see me trembling? My community was killed last Saturday. And
Okay.
you're reading that bullshit.
If it's
I am not
bullshit-
okay with
If
that.
it's bullshit, ma'am, who is your problem with?
You. Because you're the
I
one
didn't
saying,
write that.
you're the one preaching it.
I'm not
You're
preaching it, ma'am.
That
I'm
reading
reading it.
from the Bible out loud is called preaching.
Why don't you at least wait a few months before
Huh?
you have to read that crap?
Well, why would I have
At least
to wait?
a few weeks.
You should address it
You
right
have no
now.
fucking respect for people.
You should address it right now. Does it upset you? If it upsets you, ma'am, I can't help it.
Then don't read it out loud.
No, I have
That's
to
how you
read
can
it.
help me.
I thought we were getting off at
Insulting
70.
anybody that's
Have a good day.
I thought we were getting off at 75th.
Then why are you reading it out loud?
Between me and whatever.
Then why are you reading it out loud?
Because God...
Because you're trying to influence people. And you're
Because
just admitting you're not
they
influencing
exchange-
You
people.
know you're wrong. That's why you're ignoring
About
me.
what? What am I wrong about?
That you shouldn't be reading that out loud because it's putting down people like me.
It's putting down... Listen, if this is putting down anyone, right? It's not me who's putting it down. This is not my opinion. This is the opinion of St. Paul. If
Then
you
why
have
are you
a problem,
reading it?
If you have a problem, you have a problem with who? St.
You.
Paul. I didn't say I support this.
Then why
I
are you
didn't say,
reading it?
I didn't say I didn't support
Then why? I wanna
I
know.
never got an opportunity to finish my opinion.
Okay, why are you reading
See,
it?
it doesn't matter. It doesn't
Of
matter
course
to
it
you.
matters.
Well, then if you gave me the opportunity to finish, maybe you would.
Okay, to
find
finish.
out. All right?
Please.
You're trembling and you're scared. You're on the defensive.
I'm not scared, I'm angry.
You're on the defensive and nobody's even attacking you.
You're attacking by reading that out loud.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm expressing my thoughts. And don't you believe in freedom of expression?
No.
You want a freedom of lifestyle, except when it is against you. That's exactly what you're saying. You want freedom of lifestyle as long as it's not against
I don't
you.
want to be killed.
And who's killing you with reading?
Because people
And
like
who's-
people
matter
who
of fact,
agree
ma'am,
with that, other people who are
ma'am,
killing people like
Ma'am,
me.
ma'am, as a matter of fact, what you should be doing is supporting people, even if, I mean, I'm not against what St. Paul is saying.
Exactly. Like,
I'm
you
not
just
against
made
them,
your
and I'm not
point.
for them.
You
I'm
just
not-
made your point
I'm not
that-
against them, and I'm not for them.
Then why are you reading it?
Because it has to be addressed. You know what Paul says in this book? You know what he says? If you let me
I
finish
don't
reading,
care.
let me just express the point. The point is this, that Paul is saying that these people who turn their back on God are Satanists. He's saying in this book, what he's saying is that to
So
me,
I'm a Satanist.
No, you're not hearing the point. Won't you let me express the point? You just don't want me to finish it. The point that you won't let me finish is that Paul is making the connection, saying that Satanists and homosexuality are two sides of the same coin.
They're not.
That's what Paul says.
I'm not listening to
Listen,
some
you don't wanna
idiot who wrote a
express-
book over 2,000 years
Ma'am,
ago.
this is what Paul says. Now, right or wrong, it has to be addressed. The book is 2,000 years old. Right or wrong, if you can express yourself outside of yelling and screaming, but actually make a coherent point, maybe you might be persuasive. You see what I'm
I'm not
saying?
trying to persuade anybody.
No. I'm saying that if you want somebody to support you and your movement and all the things
My
you're saying-
movement is to be alive and not get killed.
No, ma'am.
My movement
ma'am.
is to make sure my community doesn't get attacked every single day.
And this is the point. This is the point I'm trying to make. That this guy is saying that your community are Satanists. That's what he says. And so if this book is allowed to, I'm just saying, That's the point he
I'm a
makes.
Satanist.
I'm just saying.
I worship Satan because I love people the same
I'm
sex as I
saying
am.
the point he makes is to be a homosexual.
How does that make sense?
Huh?
How does that make sense?
If you gotta make a coherent point, man, and you haven't made one yet,
Why do
you
you think to
just
yourself
want to just
that
silence
things from a book?
The only thing you're trying to do is just silence me, as opposed to challenging the
Because
ideas.
people won't.
Instead of challenging the ideas, the only thing you're just saying is just silence the ideas, and that's exactly what he says. He says that they suppress the truth. That's how he starts off.
I suppress the truth?
ma'am.
Or are
He
you
starts
telling
the-
falsities
He
about people
starts
you don't
the
even
entire
know?
premise by those. He starts the entire premise off by saying, right, that fools and their
You know there are
unrighteousness
people in the Bible that
suppress
Jesus loved,
the
right?
truth. So you don't want to hear the truth, whether it's true or
Hear
not.
the truth?
Whether it's true or
The
not, it
truth
doesn't
that I'm a
matter.
Satanist?
Don't even want to silence the point. Whether it's true or not, we'll never know because you're silencing it. You don't even
It
want to
doesn't
express the point.
matter.
It does matter.
The
It
problem
doesn't matter.
is that you're
It doesn't-
reading it
it
out
doesn't
loud,
matter. It doesn't-
and people will
If
agree
this
with
was
you, and that's the
I'll ask you
problem.
this.
And they'll-
If
and
this
they'll
was
kill
a
you with
pro-homo
that
speech,
an unjust
if
cause.
this was a pro-homo speech, would you have said anything? Absolutely not.
I would agree with that. I would have applauded because
You
of
would
what
have said
happened
it,
last
and
Saturday.
that's my point. As long as somebody is not attacking your particular views, it's okay to be expressed. But the moment somebody challenges your ideas, I'm not shooting anybody. I'm not yelling at
No, but
anybody.
it's
As long
not
as somebody's
you don't
challenging
have the
your
gun.
ideas,
The person
then
behind
you
the
have
gun
an
were
issue.
influenced by
You have
people
an
by
issue.
you.
You're not fair, man.
You're not fair. You're
not
evil.
fair.
You're the evil by reading
I'm
those
evil.
falsities.
Now you're
Yes.
attacking my character. You don't know me from Adam.
You don't know me either, but you call me a fucking Satanist.
I didn't call you a Satanist.
Yes,
I
you
said,
did. You just said, Paul
Ma'am,
said,
Now
he's
you
a
don't.
Satanist.
Now I know you don't know how to debate. I said that these are not my opinions. These are opinions of
But
who?
you're reading them. Obviously
These are opinions
means
of
you
who?
agree with them.
I'm reading his views.
The fact
and
that you
I'm
have things
saying
highlighted in there are things that you agree with. The
No,
things you have
ma'am.
circled in there are things that
Are
you
you
follow.
telling me that you only read things that you agree with? Is that all you read?
What if I do? What is wrong with that?
Well then, ma'am, it shows that you're closed-minded.
I'm not
It shows that you're
closed-minded.
Right. If you only read the ideas that you agree with, ma'am, then
The
you're
fact
not
that I can love other people regardless of sex, gender,
You just
age,
admitted that you
nationality
only
does
read-
not make me closed-minded.
Yes, and you're intolerant for those who have different opinions.
I'm not
You're
intolerant.
just as guilty as the guy who started shooting at the club.
What?
That's
Are
a
you
fact.
fucking kidding me right now?
That's a fact.
I am
gonna hit me?
the people who
You gonna hit me?
my community got
You gonna hit
killed
Is
because
that
I
just
knew
violent?
that.
Is that violent?
I did not hit you.
Is it violent?
No. I want to understand this. I want to understand this.
Are you violent, ma'am?
The person
That's a violent
who
tendency.
shot, the person who shot,
Ma'am, you're violent. You're
people
violent.
who killed my people
Here's your phone.
were because of you.
Ma'am, you're violent.
The people,
Violent.
my people who were killed is because of you and your falsity and your lies and deceit.
If you believe that, man, that's all you. There's nothing I can do about it.
That's because you're an asshole.
Okay, well, I'm just
You're an
gonna do that.
ignorant, closed-minded, selfish asshole. And you don't care about anyone else's thing. That's why you're like disconnected right now. I'd rather you burn that Bible
I
and
haven't
make
thrown
some
anything.
ideas for yourself.
I'm not the one
Get
throwing
some
things.
ideas for yourself.
You're the
Don't
tolerant
listen to
homosexual?
that's 2,000 years old.
Are you the
Get
tolerant-
some new ideas and go the fuck out.
Are you the tolerant homosexual throwing things?
What?
Are you the tolerant homosexual throwing things?
I didn't throw them at you.
Throw them, ma'am. That's violent. Why you can't express your ideas without being violent?
Because you are